And we're live. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, and this is Brunch with Deb. Hey, Mr. Runaway, don't run so fast. What are you running from? Do you think you'll never get a chance? Oh, to be lucky in love. I've seen you beat the odds at tougher things than this. Fast cars, motorcycles, falling bricks are much more hit and miss, and a lot more dangerous. It's time to take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel, this time you'll be up on your luck. One heart's a gamble, two can be a pair of loaded dice, but you'll never shoot the moon unless you give Lady Luck a try. Oh, come on, your turn, you're up. I don't know who she was and I don't know what she's done, but how long you gonna let one bad hand stack the cards against finding love? Oh, love with someone new. It's time to take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel, this time you'll be up on your luck. Up on your luck, chase through the clover, brushed with morning dew. Up on your luck, kiss under ladders, black cat too. Up on your luck, take my hand, we'll step on all the cracks. Throw some salt right over my shoulder. Come on, let's step on those cracks. Now I wouldn't waste my time singing you these words if I didn't mean what I say, and what I'm about to say must be heard. Oh, so listen up. It's you, you're the only one who'll do. So put me in your hand, let's make a deal to make this game one played by two. Oh, I'm feeling lucky on you. It's time to take a gamble, it's time to take a risk. You who play at sleight of hand, come try your hand at this. Place your bet on Cupid's wheel, this time you'll be up on your luck. Up on your luck, babe. Up on your luck. Up on your luck. Woo! Well, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Hello, Peter. Hello, Steve and Sarah and Beth. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to all those of you tuning in who I don't see in the chat, but I know you're there, and that could be Heidi, that could be Janet, that could be Betty, that could be Hobbit, that could be anybody here, because this is a worldwide broadcast of Brunch with Deb. Yes, I am in green and purple. I've been going through both my stage wardrobe and my everyday wardrobe and severely analyzing what I do and do not wear. And if I find something I haven't worn in the past year, it's got to go. And I realized I haven't worn this in the past year and I didn't want it to go, so I got my green stripes out and put a little purple into to boot. That song is called Up on Your Luck, and that's from my second album, Cupid's Wheel. So once you've made the proposition to the guy, whoa-ho-ho, here comes the part where it gets scary. It's an interesting question between you and I. Which path do we follow? Which bridge do we try? But the crossing is calling, pavement to heal, as we both start walking on girders of steel. As we both start walking on girders of steel. And the pylons hold steady, solid in place. A truck rumbles by, the span starts to shake, and the waters are churning. The danger is real. Can we keep our footing on girders of steel? Can we keep our footing on girders of steel? Construction in progress, a barrier cone. Can we push on past it, or give up, go home? Two hearts in the balance, each trying to decide if the risks are worth taking on this journey untried. Bridges cross rivers, point A to point B, and you're crossing over the roadblocks to me. And it's so unexpected, this wonder I feel, walking with you on girders of steel. Walking with you on girders of steel, crossing with you. That's called Girders of Steel, and that's from, which album is that from? Oh, that's from Mama Wears a Hard Hat. Well, we all love Mama Wears a Hard Hat. I didn't get my phone out of here. I got the phone tuner. It's like going distracting me. Hey, let's welcome Cabin FM to this live stream. Welcome to Brunch with Deb. Every Sunday here, half hour of seriousness and silliness. Of course, this next song is very serious because, well, when the going gets tough in the romance department and things don't work out, the tough get going to outer space. The lovers of today are silly, how they bore me willy-nilly. Well, their idea of having fun is watching TV all day long. They cannot croon a passionate song, and only grunt at me when done. When I think of human men today, it makes me want a better place to stay. They say there's life beyond the stars. If there is, I'll go that far. Ride a rocket out to space and forget the human race. 'Cause I know if I had a Martian, oh, together we could have such fun. We could fly a spaceship around the sun, and maybe levitate when we were done. You know not how it would thrill me to be making love in zero-G. And if by chance we were to duck, find Kirk or Mr. Spock, if the Klingons were a shock, we could remove them one by one. Oh, I know I'd like the Martian scene, where I would be a has-not, has-been. I'd paint my skin a dazzling green, wear a gown of laser beams, dance the night away it seems, with my man of Martian me. Oh yes, me and my man Martian could do such feats of exploration. Yes, holding tight it is a must when the retro rockets thrust, cosmic movement's such a plus. The Force was made alone for us. Eat your heart out, Luke Skywalker. 'Cause I know if I had a Martian, oh, together we could have such fun. We could fly his spaceship around the sun, and maybe levitate when we were done. You know not how it would thrill me to be making love in zero-G. And if by chance we were to duck, find Kirk or Mr. Spock, if the Klingons were a shock, we could remove them one by one. So I'm off to implement my scheme. Go and find my Martian man of dreams. I'll get my spacesuit all spruced up. If he asks me out to sup, I'll have to think of nothing but just how I'll say that happy yup. And as we cruise above the stratosphere, on our way to outer atmosphere, you know that I won't shed a tear, I will not have any fear, 'cause I'll go so very far. Tata, I'll see you in the stars. 'Cause I know if I had a Martian, oh, together we could have such fun. Oh, we could fly his spaceship around the sun, and maybe levitate when we were done. You know not how it would thrill me to be making love in zero-G. And if by chance we were to duck, find Kirk or Mr. Spock, if the Klingons were a shock, we could remove them one by one. Phaser set to stun. 'Cause I know if I had a Martian, oh, together we could have such fun. We'd fly that spaceship around the sun, and maybe levitate when we were done. You know not how it would thrill me, oh, be making love in zero-G. And if by chance we were to duck, find Kirk or Mr. Spock, if the Klingons were a shock, could remove them one by one. There goes my spaceship now. Wonder where it'll land, what planet. The Martian Tango love song. I forgot to throw my rose. I usually throw the rose. Hey, Stan Linus. Hey, everyone. I'd like to welcome Stan Linus to the Brunch Room. Stan and I are doing a concert together in 6 days, next Saturday in Westford, Massachusetts at the Parish Center of Performing Arts. And if you think my stuff is silly and funny, you're going to have to get a load of Stan. I'm afraid it's not going to be live streamed that I know of, but if anyone is in or on near Boston, you should definitely find Stan on Facebook, and you should go to Stan's website. He's got a list of just absolutely goofy, silly songs and some serious ones, but he's a funny man. We're doing an evening of satire, parody, and silliness. Now, I would never sing a silly song, and I always take responsibility when I do anything wrong, such as, you know, anything. If I, well, here's a song about God, you guys know what's coming. God. Oh, Stan, thank you. I gotta put you on screen, Stan. Oh, here's Stan. Woohoo! There's Stan. Everyone welcome Stan. Here he is. Woohoo, bunch of job. I forgot I can do this. I forget that I can do this. And I like Sarah's comments. We have Martians and we have rockets. And yes, Hobbit, I see you here. See? Holly Hobbit is here on YouTube today. Steve and Peter, I see that you're splitting the difference between Facebook and YouTube. That's awesome because that gets my YouTube views up. Maybe one day I'll get up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and then I could like make money that I'm not asking for from you. What would we do without dogs? Man's canine companion, his best friend. They love you, all love you, and when your world goes wrong, they'll never ever leave you, not day nor all night long. Now, Poochie's off all petting and to keep your feet warm at night, to bark at bungling burglars to wake you up at morning's light. But there's one more thing that we forget that faithful Fidos do. They'll bear the brunt of any stunt, even those they did not do. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, though you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. The papers, do you know, the one you meant to write, that you had better things to do like party half the night. So when it's time to turn it in, you simply smile and say, I'm sorry, teacher, it's out of reach. My dog ate a whole box of thumb drives yesterday. And you've been up all night and taking flight in deep debauchery. Those loving whoos and ahs that kept you up till way past 3. You stumble into work 3 hours late, but yet. I'm so sorry I'm late, boss, but my dog got really sick last night. You know the box of thumb drives? I was all night with a vet. What a vet. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, though you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. You had to eat that plate of beans and wash it down with beer. You ate with no restraint and no regard for who was near. And when at last it comes to pass in one great greasy fog, well, it's true, you all know what to do. You blame it on the dog. Oh, Bowser! Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, though you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. Everybody sing, blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, though you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. That's right. Blame all your problems on the dog. Don't try to solve them. Blame all your problems on the dog. Best to involve him. Blame all your problems on the... Everybody. Bad dog. Blame it on the dog. That's the title track of my most recent album. I have these really spiffy mugs. I know some of you have them, but they say, blame it on the dog. And my friend Mari calls this, I don't think it's getting close. No, it's getting out of focus. Oh, you can kind of see it, right? Little muddy paw prints on the mug. I got nothing in there. I seem to have paper cup here. Excuse me, I'm going to wet my whistle. I only have 21 of these mugs left. Excuse me, 20. A friend in Massachusetts has spoken for one. If anyone is going to be in and near the Massachusetts area, or if you haven't had one, remember there's only 20 of these left. Would love to get rid of them. They are $15. All right. I don't even know what I'm doing today. I didn't plan anything. I usually throw in one classic cover or two, so let's see. Since I'm going on a road trip, or an airplane trip soon, I'll do a travel song. this one is going in the wrong direction in this song, but I'm always contrary. And babbling away here, well, everybody, well, if you ever plan to motor west, just take that highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to L.A. 2,000 miles along the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You can see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Wow, now it's time for you to get hip and take this California trip. Get your kicks on Route 66. Winds from St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You can see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Oh, 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 now it's time to get hip and take that California trip, except I'm going to Boston. Get your kicks on Route 66. Or here you can drive down Interstate 5. But on the East Coast, you gotta stay alive on Interstate 95. Or you can be cool on Massachusetts Highway 2. Get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, thank you. Hey, Jack Plum has joined us. Hi, Jack. How you doing? We got Jack on YouTube here. There you go. Here, everyone say hi. Sarah, I like your faces. I hope you're green getting sick. I don't know what that is for. Oh, Lordy. Hope it's a Martian. Those are little green men. All right. What am I thinking here? If anyone has a request, put it. We've got some time here. If anyone has something they'd particularly like to hear by Deb. Right now, I'd like to sing a song by my friend Dan MacArthur from Marlborough, Vermont, who's a friend I haven't met yet. 30 years ago, 35 years ago, God, a long time ago, someone handed me a cassette by a Vermont band called MacArthur Road, and this song was on it. And I learned it then. I've been singing it for 35 years, and it was only when I recorded my Blame It on the Dog CD that I finally did a bunch of internet scouring and found the author up there in Marlborough and asked him if I could record his song. It's the first song of anyone's I've ever covered. And I'm going to be finally meeting Dan MacArthur in between gigs in Massachusetts. I'm going to be scuttling west from Boston to Marlborough, Vermont, meeting some friends up in Greenfield. It's going to be a good trip. But this is by Dan MacArthur. And Dan, if you happen to be lurking on Facebook, I'm not sure you are, well, can't wait to meet you. This is about what goes on in your garden in the summer and what to do about it. Everybody, this is a squish along. Squish, 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 squish. We planted the cabbage at the edge of the garden, went back home to watch it grow. It's not much trouble, no one really likes to eat them except some tiny little bugs that we all know. It doesn't take much, they grow in poor soil, so it comes as a kind of a surprise that the cabbage worms will eat them till there ain't nothing left if you don't squish the little butterflies. come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. We'll squish the little buggers till they begin to flutter and our fingers have turned all nice and white. We'll clean the cabbage worms out of the cabbage patch and everything will turn out right. So come on down and let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. Squish, squish, that's right, it's a squish along, Stan. Take a ramble through the bramble going 6 feet tall. Take some berries and pop them in your mouth. It takes a lot of work to keep your brambles healthy and water to keep away the drought. But the tiny green bugs come along and eat them till the front stems all over in the rain. But we'll take the little bugs and we'll squish them in our fingers till our berry patch is healthy once again. So come on down and let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. We'll till the Japanese beetles in their shiny green armor so they don't get away in flight. So they're loving each other all over our bushes, completely unaware of their plight. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. Squish, 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 squish. So now that I've got you all squishing along, we're going to switch from bugs to slugs, which aren't really a bug, but, well, I don't care. They're eating my stuff. Well, slugs is bugs that nobody loves and everybody understands. That they look disgusting and they taste disgusting and they feel disgusting on your hands. But of all the little bugs that grow in my garden, slugs have a special place in my heart. Because they love to drink beer, any kind of beer, and they won't quit drinking once they start. So come on down, let's go out and have a slug drowning party tonight. Cause they don't care if they're sinking in Guinness or swimming in Miller Lite, if you've got the time. But they love to drink beer, or any kind of beer. They'll drown in any beer inside. So come on down, let's go out and have a slug party tonight. Glub, 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 glub. Are you glubbing along now? Glub, 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 glub. Now I don't believe I'd be ever telling my kids it's okay to kill another living thing. And I know what you mean when you tell me even Japanese beetles can learn how to sing, oh let it be. And I believe that everything should have a chance to live if they wish. But if I go out and plant it, well then goddamn it, if you eat it, you're gonna get squished. Squish, squish, squish. So come on down, let's go out and have a slug drowning party tonight. And bug squashing party tonight. Well, we'll squish the little buggers till they begin to flutter and our fingers have turned all nice and white. If they leave us alone, we'd leave them alone. And I forgot the words go right here, but we can still go out and have a bug squashing party and a bug squashing party and a slug drowning party. Get rid of your old flat beer tonight. That's called Yucky Bugs by Dan MacArthur, formerly the band MacArthur Road, from Marlborough, Vermont. Okay, I see the requests coming in. I can do both of those. And all of us slugs. Stan. Yeah, all of us slugs love your beer. Well, I have an answer to that, as my fans know. And Beth says it's been so... you saw a slug in Colorado? That is creepy. They're not supposed to be slugs at high, dry altitudes. Oh my gosh. Oh, climate change. Climate change. Hey, Ammon Bruce, thanks for tuning in today. Yes, I will get your song. Hobbit snuck in first with this song. This is about my favorite neighbor. Cool as the click of a switchblade knife. I walk onto your back porch and into your life. I check out every corner, turn every stone. You better believe I'll make this backyard my own as I dominate the best sun patch, contemplating which birdies to catch. Grooming myself from my head to my toes, and just when I'll pounce, I tell you nobody knows that I'm the king of the alley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh, sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, I haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Sing out with me. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. I was born in an alley, the smallest of 6. I learned to survive on a cheap bag of tricks. Out in the streets I grow old, I grow wise, and earn my share of more than 9 lives. I got this old lady, she tries to keep me in. She offers me a caviar and sips of her gin, but she'll never tame me, nobody can. I tell you, fish, eggs, and booze, insufferably bland when you're the king of the alley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh, sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, I haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. That's right, I'm bad. And when your family's asleep in the dead of the night, in a silence so thick you can't slice, a scream rips the air, makes your hair stand on end. It's just me giving chase to that she-cat In the morning you'll see me just as sweet as can be. What, last night a cat fight? Who, me? I gently play with some paper that's a scrap, and shortly thereafter retire from my nap. Oh, my name's not important, I've never really had one. I tell you my deportment's a mean, tough, and bad one. So if you see me on your back steps and such, you can come say hello, but don't you dare touch the king of the alley, prince of the trash. Sometimes I purr, oh, sometimes I scratch, cruising through your neighborhood, I haven't a care to let you come near me. If come near me you dare, 'cause I'm a bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Bad cat. Tell you I'm bad. Duke of the dumpster, baron of the back fence, I tell you hanging around's what I do best, yes. Bad cat, just gonna strut on down the alley here. Tuna in the dumpster. There you go, Hobbit. Bad cat for you. So we seem to be going over a little bit today. I hope that's okay, because I've got 2 more songs. One's a request and one's the grand finale. I set up last night with great excitement and then forgot about. So we're going to be going to about, I guess, probably a little bit 45, but you guys are still here. That's cool. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Here. By the way, donation jars are open down here at the lower left-hand side of the screen. Your donations help me keep going, help keep the software subscription paid for, and Zoom also for Zoom things and guitar strings, and hey, a little bit of food for me, and all the stuff that goes into keeping a musician going. Blah-de-dee, blah, blah, blah. I promise I won't do anything crazy like go to Acapulco. Hey, where are those Acapulco tickets? No, just kidding. I am going to Boston now. Boston. Okay. This was requested by Ammon Bruce out there in the Tri-Cities of Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland. Richland, got Eastern Washington, Southeastern Washington in the house. So looking forward to Tumbleweed this year. Don't know if I'm in yet, but let's hope so, Ammon. We met at the Tumbleweed Festival. This is a song about, well, saying yes to a positive future rather than bemoaning all the news. You think the world is crashing 'cause you see nothing but ashes. You think there's nowhere to run, that the only way out is Armageddon. I say, stop all this talk of doom. I want change in attitude. I say, stand with me now and lift up your voice, 'cause I know you know how to say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes. You say, but how can I do this? And all I do feels so useless. Death, war, destruction, and poverty, it's dragging me down. Well, I say, stop looking backwards, 'cause now it's forward that matters. Look to the rising sun and open your hearts to what can be done, and say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes. Oh, the time it is now to take opportunity. Oh, 'cause we know how to build community. Don't let them drag you down in negativity. Oh, the time it is now. Everybody say yes, yes to a positive future. Say yes, yes, this we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes to a positive future. Say yes, yes, this we can nurture. Say yes, yes. It can be done if you reach around, reach out and tell everyone to say yes to a positive future. This we can nurture. Tell everyone to reach out, reach around, reach out and say yes to tell all your brothers, fathers and mothers, sisters and others, the time it is now to say yes. Yes. Say yes. You can find the recorded version of that complete with marimbas on the Mama Wears a Hard Hat CD. Yeah, oh, thank you, Stan. Thank you, Stan. Hey, Jack, I like your sentiment. I want to put it on screen. I believe that. I have my depression issues, etc., like everybody else does, etc., but I make a point of writing in my journal every morning and every evening, like at least 3 things that went right or are going right or that are pretty, and often more than that, because that gets me out of my mood. And I read the news, but I allow myself to read 1 minute of news a day, because it's just the news is going to put everything bad in there. We forget that, 150 million people did go up and go to work today, but we don't hear about that. We hear about the ones that didn't. So it's a balance. It's a balance. Anyway, and thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Oh, well, I did prepare something today. I can't believe I forgot about this. So a lot of you probably wonder, what's Deb like on a stage in front of audience? You know, you see me now here in my studio, but if you haven't had a chance to see me live, what would that be like? Well, I have a video from you that I just got into my hot little hands from my performance at the Arizona Live Music Cooperative in March. And it features a East Coast guy, Bob Cordes, who happened to be in Phoenix with his beautiful wife, Diane. They have a duo called the Fret Benders. But Bob was there, and I had Bob come up on stage, and I'd like to share with you, and you guys are the first to see this, besides the people who were actually there at the time or watched the live stream when it went down. You're first to see this performance before I put it out on YouTube for general consumption. So for you guys, exclusivity from the Arizona Live Music Cooperative, Mama Wears a Hard Hat. Oops, let me make this go here. It's the shift key. We're going to journey back to my third album and invite Bob Cordes up here to play a little dobro. And I'm going to check my tuning on this fussy little but cute guitar. There it is. It's always the B string, right? You know this man, he bends frets. He's getting plugged in. It's really a pleasure to see Diane and Bob here. I last saw them in their sunroom in their house in New Hampshire. We were still coming out of the pandemic last year. It was like, let's get together. Oh, that's kind of a scary thought. But we didn't die. We did it, and we're still here. And we practiced this for hours. This song is off my third album, and it's my tribute to all those hard-working, blue-collar American women out there. You ready, Bob? Almost. We're almost color coordinated. That's kind of scary. A 1, 2, yeah, I do. A 1, 2, 3, and... Mama wears a hard hat, Mama wears work boots, drives a forklift and uses big tools. She's got a big voice, she can talk tough to all the big boys, oh, they listen up. She don't dress up in diamonds and pearls, but Mama is the queen of the working girls. Mama never was one to take any flack, even when they said women don't work like that. Oh, Mama got the training, Mama's on the job. Mama is the one everyone counts on. She can build a building, build a bridge. She can build a roadway, she'll win the bid. And if you need a buddy to get you out of a jam, well, you can bet your money on Mama, she's your man. Oh, Mama wears a hard hat, Mama wears work boots, drives a forklift, uses big tools. She's got a big voice, she can talk tough to all the big boys, oh, they listen up. She don't dress up in diamonds and pearls, but Mama is the queen of the working girls. Whistle blows and the sun comes up, well, she's out on the job site getting things done. Tote that load, lift that bale, driving steel and pounding nails. Sweat is pouring off her brow, but she's flying high over broken ground. Pretty is as pretty does pretty work, heck yes she does. Tell 'em. Bob Cordes, ladies and gentlemen. And when Friday night comes around, well, she lets her hair all hang down. Mama loves her friends, and Mama loves her kids, and Mama loves her man like ain't nobody's business. Mama wears a hard hat. 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 Look out. so much. Do you know, I don't think I've ever played that with a dobro before, which is a shame. I think it works, yeah. You're one of them, you're honorary mamas now. You got your blue hat on. Thank you so much.